Vaughn. Is this new? All right, let me see. Charleston White King Vaughn.
Situation.
He said it himself. His actions are.
You recently went viral. You said Lil Tim did God work with the King Von situation.
He said it himself. His actions displayed it. Yeah. So anytime demons die, it's an act of God. Because can't nobody kill a demon. A demon is too powerful to be killed. A regular human can't kill no demon. That's why the demons are terrorizing everybody. Not many demons are dying. King Von is one of the only few demons we done seen die who professed out of his mouth. The Bible says, what's in your heart, it go come out of your mouth. He said, I'm a demon, man. I'm on demon time. So he one of the only demons, and he was a powerful demon. He had many followers like Lucifer. The only reason King Von was free, the witnesses came up dead a day before the trial. Did y'all forget? After his death, the FBI said, hey, or whoever said, hey, we got evidence that he killed that girl. He was in a documentary laughing. You know how sick you gotta be to knowing you killed this girl, nigga, and go answer the question with these white folks to toy. You know how sick and demonic you gotta be? So to watch King Von die before the world was an act of God. And when I look at little Timmy, I see him at peace. I see a peaceful man. I don't see no man stressing and worrying. I watched the whole interview with the future. Man, that little boy looked like he had peace. And God got a level of protection around him. He's untouchable because he done the act of removing a demon force. One of Satan's greatest soldiers was King Von. That's why he can tell the story so well about the people he killed to captivate the minds and the hearts of so many young people. So, nigga, to get that demon to be eliminated and removed, nigga, that's God's glory. Death ain't bad to God. It ain't bad. Who tricked us and told us that death and dying is a bad thing? You don't get to pick how you born. You don't get to pick how you die. The way you die ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's just your manner of leaving this earth. But to watch how King Von died, they woke him up out of his sleep. Hey, there go Quando Rondo. He got up out the van. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. I watched a demon get erased. Walked to his demise with so much power and force behind him. Only for such a small little boy. Little David fighting Goliath. Little David was little Tim fighting Goliath, this big old giant with this big old force behind him. GDs, O Block, Lil Durk Money, and the influence of his demonic lyrics. Shit, nigga, I pray for little Tim often because I see a little boy, homie, that did what any other good person would do. Step in to be a peacekeeper, even if I gotta put you down. That's what Moses had to do. Moses had to kill a man, he had to step in between and save a man. Moses. So y'all rethink about what you believe in. What kind of God do you serve? When did black people ever played as demons? We done played a whole lot of goddamn things.
By the way, I love when Charleston White speaks. You know, I think, you know, he has his own way of interpreting things. And I think when you talk about these type of things, it's not really right or wrong. I think it's a matter of point of view. A lot of people could just say, you know, um, that's a different take of that. That's partially if you go down of what hip hop music really is. Sometimes, like even when I initially referred to Bronx drill as murder music, think about even how Chicago music and Chicago drill came around. I was horrified at first to hear people saying that, yo, we savages. I'm like, damn, savage is like a non-human. Savage is somebody devoid of emotion, devoid of feeling, someone who's inhumane, someone who lacks home training, who lacks civilization. A savage, if you're gonna deal with a savage, you could only put them in a cage or you gotta kill them. There's no socializing with a savage. So there's definitely some imagery and wordage that, I think that's been persistent with drill. Demon. I'm on demon time. But some of it's turned into, local hip hop colloquial, to be honest, right? Like a lot of people, like a nigga will start playing good at basketball, be like, yo, I'm on demon time right now. I'm about to hit these threes. You know what I mean? So it's kind of turned into regular nomenclature a little bit. So I won't necessarily just say, even though I do believe there's power in the tongue, I won't necessarily go as far to agree with him on all of that in terms of saying, comparing King Von to Lucifer, this and third, because I think what that does, that makes Lil Tim seems like an angel. I think we all read the reports that said King Von probably killed that girl, which means King Von wasn't no angel. But let's not be ignorant and act like Quando, Rondo, Lil Tim, or any of those guys are angels. They've been telling all of us that what did Lil Tim say in his song? I just checked a pussy nigga off the list. We got to be very clear. So, again, if you ask me, it's one of those things that's the hypocrisy of hip hop, man. I stay away from it. I like that Charleston kind of addresses it because when I looked at things from that lens, people didn't want to see that type of understanding because to point things out like that, you'd be a hypocrite to stop at King Von. You would have to go and talk about everybody who's promoting violence. And these days, promoting violence and being violent and being in the streets and being a street nigga is what seems to be winning. So, again, I think Charleston White's one of those people who's down to I've heard him say statements about Dirk, Young Boy. He's keeping it consistent. I like that about him. He's keeping it consistent across the board. That's why I can respect him more than a My Son. You see, a My Son scared of half the people. So he'll call out one particular thing. But for other people he's scared about it, you won't talk about them. If you're gonna talk about destroying black communities and this and third, if you can't talk about the rapper, you shouldn't be talking about the media. He's scared of the rappers because rappers will knock his teeth out. He don't want that. One thing about Charleston White I do respect in his point of view, which I don't have to agree with the whole thing, but I understand he has a very consistent point of view. He's saying dudes who are speaking like that, who are professing themselves to be evil, he feels it's almost like a natural selection thing for their demise to be met in such evil and such, public way. I like King Von's music, and I think that's where we all become, conflicted. Because if King Von wasn't King Von, and King Von was some dude that was terrorizing the community that your mom lived in, and say you wasn't a gang member, but your King Von accidentally, or I don't know, maybe whatever, killed one of your family members, you think differently. But what music has done for all of us is made us like the jingles and like the songs of these guys, and we've looked to see the best of their character. We want them to be good guys, right? Like how many times you be like, man, yo, King Von ain't deserve that, but like you feel so bad for him. But let's say King Von did kill that girl. Do we feel bad for her? No. It's like you get to realize what good music does. It changes, almost like it makes you willfully ignore your morals, right? Like if it's your favorite rapper who claps somebody, yeah, real nigga. So, you know, um, I understand his point of view. I understand his point of view. I think it's interesting. I like that he keeps it consistent. But, I'm a little bit part of the hypocrisy because I like King Von's music, right? I like his music. So when I listen to his music, I'm like, damn, man, it's fucked up how they took him. I never listened to his music and be like, damn, it's fucked up how he's celebrating and shooting this nigga in the head, getting this nigga clapped, smoking on this nigga pack, and dissing this guy over here. I don't think that because the music is hot. So like we're all kind of hypocrites. Salute to Charleston that he could keep it consistent. And by the way, yo, I'm glad Sean Cotton and Charleston like linked up back together. I think they make a good duo. I like that duo. We got Vlad and Boosie, Sean and Charleston, and yeah, Adam, fix whatever you got going on over there because you need that boy Crip Mac over there on your platform too, buddy. You get me? I think that boy was bringing excitement, but I hear there's a lot of somebody just put me on and they told me there's a lot of gang politics when it comes to how I don't know. I guess Adam hires a bunch of dudes who are in gangs, so it's a lot of politics. That's beyond me, but I don't really have like that counterpart that I don't do interviews like that, But I like watching interviews like this, so salute to all those individuals, and I think for Sean, I think this is good for him because it's helping his brand in a time that these are the videos are kind of popping, right? So anyway, yo, people, I'm about to get out of here for a little bit, man. I've been streaming for 4 hours. Thank y'all so much. The Diddy. Oh yeah. I should react to this. This was so hilarious to me because